Hey guys, welcome back to another plan with me. This week I'm planning from November 15th to the 21st, and I'm using another paper candy art kit. I believe last week I also used one. This shop just had some really good fall kits left over, and I needed them. I definitely was lacking in the fall department. I'm hoping that in my next year's planner, aka this year, I have all my fall kits beforehand so I don't have to panic purchase, but I do like the kits that I picked out for this year. I think they're all different enough, at least the color schemes, because I'm sure we've all noticed that a lot of fall kits will have the same gold, burgundy, orange color schemes. I mean, that's definitely here, but it's broken up with this nice dusty blue color. But anyway, yeah, so this week, did anything interesting happen? Yes. So the two things I ended up putting on my sidebar were that I went to a North Jersey shore point with my boyfriend to go to his boss's beach house, not to do anything fun, but to actually pick up some mattresses that they were getting rid of. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I have another cold. But long story short, they rent their beach house from this guy who decided that he was going to knock it down and completely build a new one. And they had just bought these new mattresses for the house and didn't want to just toss them on the side of the road. And my boyfriend was in the market for a new mattress, so it just sort of worked out. So we rented a U-Haul and did that. And then the other thing I marked was that I went to a Friendsgiving this week. Other than that, the week was pretty boring, I can say. I almost thought about not recording this week and using this as one of the spreads that I just planned for myself. But I thought maybe it was interesting enough to share. I mean, probably none of my life is interesting enough to share, but I'm going to continue to do it anyway. Yeah, so Sunday I left a full box. What am I trying to say? I didn't use a full box on Sunday because I think that was the most, the busiest day this week. Another thing that I've mentioned in the past is that Paper Candy Art doesn't provide deco for the top of the spread. And this spread, I did not forget to save the extra bottom washi strip for the top, but I really liked the blue accent on the bottom, so I purposely used all of the strips as the bottom washi, and the date headers in this kit didn't bother me too much, so I just decided to use those, and I like the way it looks. I tend to not love date headers. Sometimes I think they just don't look that good. That's just, for me. On other people's spreads, they look great. I just don't really like them that much, but this week I thought they worked. What else? Nothing else really about the base. So I'm going to start getting into the day by day, starting with Monday. The first thing I marked with this massive desk sticker from Creating & Co., I think. I just marked that I had a ton of work this day, so I used just a plain strip of burgundy washi and this huge sticker to mark that. Then with a squared off box and this Sweet Kawaii Design black cat sticker, I marked that I dropped Janet off at, I can't remember, either my house or Joe's house. I can't remember. This is when she was a kitten and she couldn't be alone, so I would bring her with me, and surprisingly chill for a cat. I touched upon that in my last plan with me, but she is great in the car, just happy as a clam, so it's not a big deal. Although now that she's older, I haven't had her in the car for quite a few months, so I sort of want to take her for a little drive and see how she does. Just, I like the fact that she's easygoing and I want to keep her that way. Under that, with the movie marquee from the kit, I just marked that we watched the 2021 remake of Candyman, and I actually liked it more than I thought I would. Remakes of classic horror movies tend to be absolutely terrible. Notoriously, the Friday the 13th remake from 2009, I was so excited for that movie, went opening night to see it in the theaters, was so disappointed. That being said, I've rewatched it multiple times at this point just because like the early 2000s to like early 2010s horror is my favorite era of horror. So whatever. It's bad, but now looking back, I'm like, whatever, I still kind of like it. But anyway, surprisingly, Candyman 2021 was decent, and I think it didn't really get that, like, I don't think it got good reviews, but I liked it, so whatever. Under that was an appointment label and this camera sticker from, I'm sorry, I can't remember the shop. If you want to know, just leave a comment and I will figure it out, but I marked that I just helped take some pictures for eBay stuff that my boyfriend wanted to sell, and that was it for Monday. Moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I marked with the squared off box and this cleaning emoji from Coffee Monsters Co. was that I was cleaning my apartment and just getting really, really frustrated. I only enjoy cleaning when it's just for me, like when I'm cleaning my messes or cleaning my space, and I know it's going to stay that way. I hate cleaning for other people. With a little thing and this laptop sticker from the kit, I marked that I worked. And then with this frustrated munchkin from Once More with Love and another squared off box, I marked that I needed to talk to my roommate just about some cleaning things because I was getting really overwhelmed. Then with this appointment label and this little old scribbler from Scribble Prints Co., I marked that I hung out with my friend Salwa. This girl looks exactly like her, like down to the hair, so I was like, oh, perfect excuse to use it. We didn't actually eat ice cream, but still worked. Then with a squared off box and this little umbrella from, can't remember, I think Stella Bow Sticker Co. That shop might have changed their name. I apologize. But anyway, I marked that I got Joe's umbrella. He had left it on Halloween at my friend's house, so I got it when I went to visit her. The last thing on Tuesday with a half box and this munchkin with insomnia, I marked that I just stayed up way too late, which like doesn't even deserve a sticker because I stay up way too late every night. I should just mark when I go to bed on time, but I had nothing else to mark, so there you go. Next, moving on to Wednesday with an appointment label and this cold munchkin head, I marked that I was so cold. Then with a squared off box and this Stella Bow Sticker Co. laptop, I marked that I did some work. With a quarter box and this spiraling out of control munchkin, I marked that I skipped going to Quizzo just because I really needed some time alone. I was just feeling very anxious, very overwhelmed, and I couldn't deal with like being around people. Of course, they won, and I was annoyed. I want to win once, but oh wait, no, once we did win, but I left before we got the prize. Anyway, unrelated. With a fancy label and this munchkin watching Netflix, I marked that I watched All the Boys Love Mandy Lane, which I have seen before, but I don't remember why I wanted to rewatch it. There was a reason. It's okay. It's okay. Under that, with two little things stacked on top of each other and this Fox and Pip couple watching TV sticker, I marked that Joe came over, we watched SNL, and then the final thing on Wednesday with a little thing and this Olive Studio stickers that I listened to an audiobook. Moving on to Thursday with this appointment label that is not from the kit. This is just a leftover sticker, and this desktop monitor from the kit, I marked that I worked. With a squared off box, and where did I get these? I can't remember where I got these girls. They might have been a freebie, I'm not sure, but this girl just chilling on a pile of pumpkins. I marked that it was oddly warm outside for November, which I was not complaining about. Then with the squared off label and this screwdriver that my friend Ilza from Ilza's Melted Plants, she made these stickers and cut them and sent them to me, which was so nice of her. I marked that I walked to the hardware store, and I also went to Aldi, which I meant to mark beneath that on its own sticker, but like sometimes when I'm reading my notes and filling out my planner, I forget that like while I was putting down the stickers, I wanted to make adjustments. But anyway, so that was like one item in my phone notes, but I meant to make it 2 items in my planner. So then just under that, this little Once More with Love grocery bag and this squared off sticker, I just marked that I got groceries, which is the same as going to Aldi. With a half box and this light bulb munchkin, I marked that I fixed the light under the microwave, which I feel like for a lot of people is like not a big deal. Like, why are you so proud of yourself? But I've never had to change a light, an overhead light like that. And it also was shattered. It had burst. So I think in my last plan with me, I was able to get the light out, the broken light bulb out. So whatever, it's just like little wins. So I fixed the light. Then with a little thing and this Munchkin cooking, I marked that I had to make some food I had before it expired. So I did that. And then moving on to Friday, the first thing I marked was that I did the dishes, and I used one of the stickers from the kit. Almost this entire day, it's just stickers from the kit. I was sort of like in a rush, and that was easier. So then with another desktop monitor from the kit and the little thing, I marked that I worked. With another little thing and a washing machine from the kit, I marked that I did laundry. Then with another sweet kawaii design cat, and this sticker is another label that was just left over. I marked that I made a cat house out of some boxes. I'm sure I showed it on Instagram at some point. It was cool. It was like black and red, and it lit up, and it was like spooky Christmas. But yeah, I worked on that this day with a squared off box and this trash can that I believe is actually from a different paper candy art kit, but I just like had it as leftovers. I marked that I finally tossed our old carpet. I cut it up and used some of it in the cat house because Brad really liked that old carpet, but it was just a super crappy tiny area rug that my roommate and I had purchased together when we first moved into our apartment from IKEA. It was like dirt cheap. Like I want to say it was like a $20 area rug. So like rugs are expensive, so $20 cheap. Finally threw out the rest of that. Then with a little thing and this tiny little broom from, I think, Piper Paper Co., I marked that I swept. With a quarter box and a slice of pizza from the kit, I marked that Joe and I got free pizza. Then with a squared off box and these munchkins in a movie theater, I marked that we watched the movie A Tale of Two Sisters, which had been on my movie list for a really long time, and it was really underwhelming. Like the twist at the end was okay, but it was just really underwhelming. It's one of those movies that has rave reviews, and it's supposed to be really weird and creepy, and it was just sort of like boring and not that creepy. So yeah. Moving on to Saturday, the first thing I marked with a quarter box and this munchkin chilling on a pillow was that I let myself just enjoy my morning. Then under that with this, I don't know where I got this like blush compact. It was either left over from a kit or it was on an old deco sheet that I've had for like 7 or 8 years. I marked that I got ready. Then with a little thing and this confused munchkin, I wrote WTF, you told me 6. My friend who invited me to her new boyfriend's Friendsgiving, she really wanted Joe and me to come so she would know some people, which I totally understand. She told me to be there at 6, and then last minute she's like, oh, come at 5. You have to be here at 5, which I hate. I hate being told to be somewhere earlier last minute. So she also wanted me to pick up cranberry sauce and rolls, so I also had to make a stop on the way. So under that, with a shopping bag, grocery bag from the kit, and a little thing, I marked that we stopped at Acme to get those items. With another little thing and this wine glass sticker from the kit, I marked that I also had to drive back home to get wine glasses because she last minute told me that she needed to borrow wine glasses. So that was also annoying. Then with a squared off box and this like Pinocchio nose munchkin head, I marked that we got there and we were both sort of annoyed because she had lied to get us there early, and we were like one of the only people, or two of the only people there. And so we just like sat around for an hour and a half before other people came. And oh yeah, that was really annoying. Then the final thing for Saturday with a half box and these munchkins eating, I marked that we had the Friendsgiving meal, which was pretty good, and we stayed there pretty late. Luckily, all of her boyfriend's friends were super nice. Like we met really, really nice people. So that made it worth it. But yeah, just kind of I don't like stress for no reason. I really don't. Like, if I don't need to be somewhere, don't lie to me to get me there early so that I can just stare at you for an hour and a half. Like, rude. Finally, moving on to Sunday. I don't have U-Haul stickers, and actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I might. I think I have a moving sheet, like, from a million years ago when I first moved, that might have U-Haul stickers, but I couldn't think of that at the time, so I just used UPS trucks as U-Haul, so pardon me. But with a little thing and this UPS truck, I marked that Joe and I picked up the U-Haul. Under that with a half box and this Whoa Munchkin, I marked that it was a complete nightmare. Like, I remember having to get a U-Haul for my move to Philly, and it was easy. This was super difficult. Even though he already had it reserved under his name and all this stuff, they wouldn't give it to him. And they asked for something, like, it wasn't his license. It was something insane, like his, like, birth certificate or his social security card. Like, they wouldn't give him the U-Haul without one of these insane documents that most people don't have on hand because, like, you're not supposed to have those with you. It was terrible. So we ended up losing over an hour of time, and we had a really long drive ahead of us. We finally get the U-Haul. It's disgusting. It's so dirty, and like, you pay a cleaning deposit, which they clearly just pocket. So yeah, it was awful. It smelled like cigarette smoke, which makes both of us really sick. The back was super dirty. We had to sweep it ourselves because there was no way we could put anything in the back of there. Like, it was disgusting. Anyway, under that with a quarter box, and this is a Planting Roses sticker that's actually like a road trip sticker. It's a big sticker that has a spot to put like your to and from locations, but I just cut out the road from that, and I marked that we drove to North Jersey with a fancy label and this emoji, these two emojis on a bed. I marked that we got the mattresses. We picked up a full and a queen and the box springs. So we loaded all of that into the U-Haul. Then with a squared off box and these emojis having dinner, I marked that we had dinner with Joe's bosses, and they treated us, which was really nice. So not only were they giving us these mattresses, but then they took us out to dinner. So it honestly didn't make the drive worth it. It was such a terrible drive in that stupid U-Haul, but it was still nice of them. With a little thing and this hot munchkin, sweating, I marked that we struggled up my stairs. Long story short is, I don't even know it's short. I have a full-size bed, and I hate my mattress. So Joe thought that, like, maybe I could use the full for myself. And so we took it all the way up my stairs into my apartment, and it was awful. I'm not in shape for that type of thing. Spoiler alert, I ended up hating the new mattress even more. It's even harder than my old mattress, and I like a soft mattress. So we ended up selling it, but it took forever. It just existed in my apartment for months. With a little thing and this box, I marked that we unloaded the rest of the stuff out of the U-Haul at his apartment. Then with a squared off box and another UPS truck, I marked that we went to return the U-Haul, which was also annoying. Then with a little thing and this munchkin knitting, I marked that I did some knitting. And the final thing that we did on Sunday was finished a movie we were watching. I'm assuming it's the Tale of Two Sisters movie. I don't think we finished it in one night. And I just marked that with a squared off box and a TV from the kit. So yeah, that's everything that happened this week. Once again, the beginning of my week was super boring, and then the end, a lot was going on, but I'm sure that's normal for a lot of people. But yeah, so the next spread is my Thanksgiving spread, and then we are into December, and then I'm finally done with 2021. So thank you very much for watching. If you watched all the way through, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.